I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Dad, why did God let this happen to me?
Don't blame God, Davy. It wasn't his fault.
God let me do it.
What God lets you do is decide for yourself what you will do. You're not a puppet with strings tied to you.
No.
So God doesn't make you do anything. He wants you to decide for yourself.
You the agent in charge of the God's Hand case? I know who the God's Hand killer is. Adam is the God's Hand killer.
What makes you think that your brother's a God's Hand killer?
Oh my God.
With a note saying that God's hand had taken him?
So now you understand why I know my brother's a God's Hand killer? God was leading him when God called to him. God came to him earlier that day and revealed God's special purpose, a vision from God.
We've been chosen by God. That's God's purpose for us. The angel called us God's hands, and the angel told me that God will be sending us a list. God will send you your own list when you're older. God has willed this, and we must obey God. We are God's servants, and His will must be served. We've been chosen by God. We are doing God's work.
I'll tell.
God gave it to me.
God chose it.
No, God did.
He said those were the moments when God's hands could reach out and take you. We were invisible when we were God's hands.
God will blind them for us. God saw you, and you can't escape God's wrath. May God welcome you. It's God's will.
We're just serving God's will.
I hated God. Gods or the angels or
And I know God's proud of you, too.
Dad's God. Said God would see to it. God himself.
Pray to God.
You just have to accept God's will.
Has God spoken to you yet?
There is no God.
I saw God.
I saw God.
So did God tell you about the demons? What did God look like? All I've seen are demons, and he gets to see God.
You'll need them now that God has spoken to you.
But I must say God.
God asked Dad. God didn't take pity. God put him on my list. God knew. God will protect me.
God did.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
God damn it.
God.
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 God's will has been served.
Praise God.
We've been chosen by God.